Sierra Langston from Texas here, and today we're going to do a makeup look inspired by tie-dye.
And here's the look for a reference.
I was actually watching a Missy Elliott video and got this idea, and I can't wait to jump into it. Let's have some fun today. Let's relax. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to prime your eyelids. I'm using P. Louise. I absolutely love this stuff. Really, I've only used it for a couple makeup looks and I will never go back. So I'm going to start applying that. And then we'll let that dry, and then we'll start applying some eyeshadow. Okay, my P. Louise is dry, and I also want to tell you that I'm using nail art brushes, okay, when doing this. These nail art brushes are a lot more fine, see the tips? A lot more fine than other makeup brushes, so I would highly suggest using these. And then for my palette, I'm going to be using the Bright Matte eyeshadow palette with all of these colors, and that's how we're going to make our tie-dye. Okay. So let's start. I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to start with pink. Okay, so I'm going to do and I did my first swirl, kind of like that, into the outer corner of my eye. And actually, I'm going to do this too. I use this on all of my videos, but we're going to use tape to kind of help us with our line. And in an ideal world, you would do your eyes first. You wouldn't do your foundation and your other makeup. So we're gonna put this so that we have a nice crisp line for our tie-dye shadow. Okay,
Now we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the pink, but with blue.
More fallout in this one. It's okay if it's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. Tie-dye is not perfect. That looks pretty good so far. I'm gonna fill it in a little bit more. See my little tip?
Now we're using purple and doing the same thing that we did with the pink and the blue.
A little bit better. And the blue and the purple should kind of blend together a little bit. I mean, that's how tie-dye rolls. Okay, now we're gonna do orange. Let me turn this way so you guys can see. It's a little tricky because orange will mix well with pink and create a pretty color, but if you start mixing orange and purple together, you're gonna get a yucky color. Okay, and what I just did is I added a little bit of yellow on the inner corner, so it looked a little bit more blended between the pink. So it's really, yellow, orange, and then pink. Okay, so next we're gonna do green. So I'm gonna start with teal, but then I'm gonna go back in and so I'm gonna line this up with my eyebrow to make a nice line, and then I'm actually gonna probably come out a little bit here. I can clean that up later. Yep, and then I'm gonna add probably some lighter green in there too. Same thing in here. Yeah, I like that lighter green in there. Kind of makes it pop a little bit more. So you're gonna have fallout on your face. That's totally fine. Just wait till the end to get it off. And I've gone back in and made the colors a little bit more opaque. And now we're going to try to make it look like there's some white areas in between these, because that's really what tie-dye looks like. So we're gonna see if this works. Okay, so I'm using a nail brush, and you see the tip is flat here, and so I've just dipped that in some white. It's a pretty fine point, so we're gonna see if I can make this look like tie-dye. Now what all I'm really doing is kind of running the colors together a little bit. It's all radiating from this central area. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Cool. I'll take it. As for my eyeliner, I'm using Wet n Wild, and it is a liquid tip pen. I'm not gonna do a crazy wing because I have hooded eyes, but I'm at least gonna do a little bit of something. Okay, my favorite part. I'm just kidding, it's my least favorite. We're gonna take this tape off. Oh man, that line is awesome. Okay, let's talk about makeup wipes. I'm trying to not use them as much because they create little micro tears in your skin, which will make you age. But for stuff like this, I think it's fine where you're just really cleaning up your lines. And luckily I have long nails, so I can really make this precise. Yep, I'm just gonna clean that up. And obviously this needs to be cleaned up. I'm probably gonna actually use micellar water for that. This is something I use to get makeup off instead of baby wipes. This is your best friend. You should definitely use this. So I'm gonna use this to get this makeup off. Okay, I've cleaned the eyeshadow off my face, but before we move on to the other eye, we're gonna finish up this eye. So what I'm gonna do is you always want to have a really light color in the corner. So for this look, I'm doing like a yellow green, and then we'll go back in there with some white. Okay, and then for under my eye, I'm probably gonna carry this yellow. And then maybe I'll do some more blue. Okay, what I went in and did is I did some yellow in the corner of my eye, did a little bit of yellow under my eye, and then I carried this pink over from the top lid. I wanted to do that so the fallout would get on my face, and now I'm gonna finish this side up of my face, and then we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, I've sped up this eye a little bit and done some of this. Okay, now I'm gonna add some purple.
Okay, this is super sped up so you guys can see what it looks like when I just duplicate what we did on the other eye to this eye. So I'm going to keep going in with a flat brush or a small brush to make sure that these lines have precision.
Okay, the last color that we're going to add on the inside is orange. Okay, we're going to take the white just like we did with the other side, and we're going to tie-dye it out. Okay, the part I don't like. Oh God. All right, we made it. Ha. Okay, I did my wing. My tie-dye is looking good, on point. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna clean this side up, do some pink under my eye with some yellow, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Try to do tie-dye on my neck, and I'm actually using some water-based paint to do this. So we're gonna try to do the same kind of swirl situation, and then we'll blend it and then see what we can do. Actually, I need a mirror for this. And I'm actually really surprised that both of my tie-dyes on my eyes are pretty even. Some people ask me why I do this. I do this because it's fun. And when I get off work from my normal job, I like doing this. It's like a good stress relief for me. I like working out. I like doing this. Okay, this is where we're at on the tie-dye on my shoulder and neck, and I'm pretty happy with it. So now I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my eyes. See the white, I'm gonna have to do that tie-dye on my neck. So let's do it. Okay, I've dipped my brush in white, and we're just gonna start making the tie-dye marks. See how the colors are kind of running into each other? That looks pretty cool. Boom, this is working out. I'm digging it. And I'm gonna make these a little thicker, and then we will check it back out. Okay guys, this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with it. And then now we're gonna do lips. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna put just a little pink lipstick on my lips. And then what that's gonna do is it's gonna help me put the color, because I'm gonna use eyeshadow actually. And you can use Vaseline too. It really works to turn eyeshadow into lipstick, but I just don't have any right now. I think I'm gonna do pink and orange on the top. So using my bright. Color's looking real good. Outlining my lip. Okay. Looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna wipe my brush off. Yeesh. Okay, so I have orange now. Boop. Oh, that looks good. I have a thin top lip, so you're not gonna be able to see much. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna do blue, that bright blue that I really like, and some green. Mom's actually added this bright blue because I use it so often. Exaggerated my lip a little bit. I like it. And then, are we gonna do green? Are we gonna do purple? Let's do green. Let's do some green. Let's do that bright. I have a really bright green. I wish I had Vaseline. Okay guys, what I did with my lips is I went in with some loose pigment powder like this, and I made the slits with a thin brush, and then I went back in with green and I went over it again so it kind of looks more tied out. Last step, for every look you should always highlight the inner corner of your eye. And guys, we are done. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was super fun.
This is the final look. I hope you like it. I did these portraits with my iPhone. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe so you never miss a video. Hope you guys have a great day and see you next time.